Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So I have double and triple checked that this is actually recording this time, and I've double triple checked all my shortcut keys and bits and pieces to make sure it's working. Found the issue I was having, and it was just me being stupid. If you press space, it pauses and unpauses the game. So of course, when I start recording, the game is paused because I save it whilst it's paused. I push space to unpause it to start the game. However, if you don't have Factory Town active, you have OBS active, which is the software I use to record. Space also stops recording, because obviously you click the start recording button on the other monitor. I go back here, if I don't click this window first and push space, it stops recording. That's what I kept falling victim to and not realising. So I've now fixed my shortcut keys. OBS needs to be running admin mode, that was the problem. So anyway, I digress. Let's get on with building this apple farm, shall we? Because this apple pie factory, because it's been long enough for us not having one. First thing I want to do is check what height our road's going to come in at, to see whether I need to change anything here. So if our road's going to come along like this, let's grab some road. So the road's going to come in like that. I don't want the road to go here. And then it's going to come across here. Holding control to make sure it's at the correct height. So it's going to come in at that level there, the level where the coal is. Okie dokie, right, so can't build that path because that chutes in the way. That's fine, that's not an issue. If we were to extend the road out, we could possibly bring barns further along, maybe. I don't really want to bring that any further because we're going to get stuck in the way. It essentially, this barn, it needs to turn at this barn and come along. So the centre would be that square there, because that would be where the edge is, where the train is. That's the road, that's the centre. So that would be something I can't figure out. Be there. So that's where the road is going to be. Okay, right. Just why not? I mean, it could come further. We're not all that fussed about cutting into some of the coal mine, I suppose. We're getting plenty of coal. I don't really want to cut into the iron mine though, so a little bit further. You'd be going, iron mine goes to there. The iron mine goes to that line there, so that would be where the train would come in. That'd be the road, that'd be the centre. So that one. There, so the road would be there, and then trains either side of it. Okay, that's where our road's going to be. Do a tiny bit of terraforming. There's, hopefully, come on, flatten down. No, being very property. There we go. Right, just so that when it comes over and locks on, it's going to come over and it can go to this point here and then drop down. But I kind of want to know where that is so that I can put a barn for the output on this edge, so everything will be good. You have finished grabbing all the berries. There were 68 berries there. Thank you very much. Don't think we need anything else here. Pears, gold. I'm gonna leave that for a moment. Pears we have elsewhere. So you can go. Thank you very much for your service. And I'm gonna leave this. Yeah, gonna leave this rigid and. We'll figure out from there. So, if our train's going to come in here, we want a barn, say, yeah, let's say there. That's where our apple pies are going to end up. And we're going to have to work on this sort of backwards. So what do we need to make apple pies? Well, we're going to need a bakery, which is... being blind. Why am I being blind? Kitchen. It's not called a bakery, it's called a kitchen. So yeah, we need a kitchen. That can go there. And this needs to make apple pie. So let's have a look. What's required for apple pies? We need flour, sugar, butter, apples, and a fuel source. And to produce butter, here is just milk, so we could do that all in one go. I think I could do butter and apple pie yeah, if we do butter and apple pie, like that, okay. So there we go, right. So, and then you would output on conveyors because have to do there. So, okie dokie, right. So you would need flour, sugar, milk, apples, and fuel. Right. Apples are going to have to come from a forester. And I think the fuel can come from a forester. We'll go wood power with this. I think. That makes sense. We're also going to need a farm up here that's producing animal feed and flour. And sugar. So we've got our... Okay, so let's go with the forester first, shall we? We have apple trees down here. I don't know if they get consumed. I don't think they do. Even the natural ones. I think they just like. I mean, I know these are not natural, but I think if these were not planted by me, they still don't get consumed. They end up like this. They end up shrinking down to a growing tree. I think that would be the same for the apple. So we have a source there. So let's put in a forester. I can actually name correctly. We'll put him there. Like so. And yeah, he's going to grab wood and apples, which is awesome. And we need to output both of those to some form of storage, I suppose. I don't really want to do it via the actual manual output. I'm going to do it via... So, I mean, apples can go straight into there. There's no reason for apples to not go straight into there. Other than, I think, actually... we may need... It's going to have to go on conveyors, isn't it? The chute can't go uphill. Though we could use a silo trick. I kind of want to do the silo trick because I haven't done it yet, and it's quite a useful little thing. So let's do that. If I say we'll come out there, and then we're going to go to here to there. It's going to be that. Oh, not that. Yep, like that. Looks a bit weird, but that's fine. We can fix that up by doing some of our stone pillars. Yeah, now it looks like it's actually designed like that. Awesome. Wooden pillars, they're not stone pillars, wooden. And what you do is we build a silo. I don't know whether you've seen this before or not. Fortunately, we are going to need some more wood because I think our other place isn't doing that. So I might just temporarily put that for a moment. Want to put in because the output from the forest is going to go to here and only to here on both lines. Maybe I could do two. I think I'd put in a barn or in the wood and have the wood come off and I think that'd probably be a good idea, but we're not going to do it right now. We will need better wood production because our place over here is clearly not working properly. Why are you not working properly? Because you're still filling up on planks at the moment. Okay, what we'll do is we will throw 10 people into you and you can go nuts. Okay, and I will take them 10 people out later on, or I probably forget to do that, but that should overload the lumber mill, which will then start filling this barn up, which will give us a bit of wood. Probably forget about those people there, and there can be 10 lumberjacks just, you know, having a laugh, doing not a great deal. But yeah, so filter this to be apples because we want apples first. And then we want to have a conveyor. I think a conveyor, I'm not entirely sure about this actually. I do need to square off that corner. So, turn that down a bit again. Yeah, I need that to be flat to put the chute in. So we'll do that. I don't like that. I don't like that, so we're going to cancel that. And what we're going to do instead is I'm going to copy the wooden pillars. I'm going to do that. I'll put them in there. There we go. Doesn't quite look as good, I don't feel. But it does mean that things can get underneath it, but whatever. And we put a grabber in there. And then we'll pause the game, put a grabber in here. And I'm being paranoid, so I'm just checking it is still recording. And we'll tell this grabber to be apples. Okay? And apples should come out of there, go into the silo. They go into the bottom of the silo, and they go up to the top, and they come out the top. I'm not quite sure how that magic works, because usually for silos you put things in the top and they come out the bottom. But I'm not going to say no to it. I am also surprised apples are not round. They're flat. But hey ho. But you see there, that works as sort of an elevator. And it works at chute speed as well. So you haven't got to worry about it being sort of slow conveyors going on. Because obviously chutes are much faster than conveyors. Even metal conveyors, chutes over long distances are faster than metal conveyors. So I think if you're talking very large distances, like for instance, if I was taking it from this forester, and if I went sort of, well actually, if I was to take the coal and put it on a chute, it would be quicker to take the coal via chute from that barn all the way to this barn than it would be via trains or magic conveyors or anything like that. That would be the quickest one because of the distance. Chutes are just so much faster over long distances, but they have serious limitations of not being able to go uphill. Anyway, I digress. We are now needing to take out the wood because wood is required as a fuel source, so we'll do that as well, and we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll put in a silo, but it'll be there, one further back. Delete all that and realise I put the silo in the wrong place. So the silo wants to go there. Okay. Now I'm going to rotate these silos just because I like the little ladders on the side. They're quite cool. We'll keep them separate. Okie dokie. And logs can go on chutes, so they're still a tier 1 item, so that's fine. And I'll put a grabber there and we'll put logs, just in case, because it is a storage. If we have a barn up here, if we have anyone who drops things, I've forgotten what the hell they're called, wagons, workers, anything like that, they could use that as a source. And what I'm going to do is we are going to have, I'm tempted to have a line come out here. Long. I think I might do that. We're into flattening that down there, but that's, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. So we'll have a line doing that. Pause it again as well, and then have a grabber which can go to logs. I do kind of wish grabbers were in the off state when you put them down. I just feel as if that would be better idea, because otherwise they just grab everything. But then, I suppose it's preferences, each to their own. I suppose doesn't really matter. Okie dokie, and you will auto up onto that. That's fine. And there's a little path down there if they want to get down there for reasons. Don't know what reasons, but reasons. So there we go. Okay, so you are full on fuel and you are full on apples. So we have 2 out of 5 completed. The next one is going to be a farm, and the farm will produce flour and sugar and animal feed, which is a tall order for a single farm, but we can do it. We have a bit of corn down there, so let's build ourselves a farm. Keep it away. What's your range? Your range is the edge of that, is that correct? No, you're one over the edge of that. The farm has a smaller range. So there. Don't like that because I think that's going to be in the ground. Not that it matters because again for this one, yeah, it is slightly in the ground. Yeah, that's fine. You are going to have. Actually, you're going to actually have fields around you. Yeah, so we'll remove that, and we are going to modify the land ever so slightly here. Don't want to do too much modification to it, but we are going to do it. And I just like the idea of having it sort of uneven. I'll put that, say, there. Oh. Okay. And then we say we want to build some farming places. So it's going to be farm tiles because yep, we need all farm tiles. So what do we want to do? We need sugar and we need lots of corn. So I'm going to fill up the whole area, with the exception of the very front, because we are going to probably output that way. We're going to have like 3 outputs for this. One going to a dairy farm, one going to a grain mill, and one going straight to the kitchen. Ooh. I need to figure out the ratio of sugar to flour to everything else. Generally, we need 4 flour and 2 sugar, which means we're going to need very little sugar compared to how much grain we need, because grain we're also going to have to give to. Well, we could give it to 1 grain mill, and that grain mill could do both. My brain's telling me that's a bad idea. So if we put a grain mill in there, shall we say? Yep. Flour is 3 grain, and animal feed is 2. So I don't really want to do that, if I'm honest with you. I would much rather have 2 grain mills. We're going to do that. We're going to do 2 grain mills, like so. You are going to be flour. You are going to be animal feed. And I kind of want to prioritise the flour, because flour takes longer as well. It takes 4 seconds. So I wonder if I have one chute won't work because we need sugar as well. No, we'll have 2 chutes. We'll have 2. Gonna have to be up high. So can I can't remove that foundation. That's a little bit annoying. You want that there. I don't like the look of it. Can I flatten that down without moving that corn? I cannot. Left. One back in. Okay, right, and then you in there. You on flower duty, righty dokie. So you are going to be actually build this. That. Okay. And you are going to be... Ah, no, I've just realised that won't work because you can't output flour onto... a chute. It won't work. Sugar, I think you can. I'm not sure. But we're going to go up with the sugar anyway, so... don't know how to put them in, but I'm going to. Like so. Okay. Okay, grab it in there and get to grabbing sugar. And then we need to do the same. Those two. So, right. Cool. And that was one round. Those two there. You are going to be onto grain. And you are going to be onto grain. Okie dokie, right. Don't need anything else. Still looks weird that the grain mills are like that. But what are you going to do? They just don't seem to be filled out of the back far enough, so it sort of confuses me. And I'm going to put that there. Yep, put that there. Okay. We're going to turn it around that way. And you are going to be set to producing milk. Okay. And you're going to have two grabbers, two bits on you, and you're going to have bump. God, that looks weird and is not very open to be moving around, but it doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, you're going to have two grabbers on you. We're going to have one for fertilizer, because fertilizer can be used as a fuel, so we might as well use it. And the other one is going to be milk. Okay, right. So all I need to technically do is plant some grain and some sugar. Do we have any sugar? We don't have any sugar. Oh, sugar. Wasn't there somewhere? Where did we put the sugar? Oh, I saw some sugar. There, we have sugar there. Okie, so we're going to need to build a barn. There. Looks very strange. You're going to deliver sugar to there. We're going to have a friend to help you. Okay. Yeah, so like that. And realistically, I've done this really wrong, because I should have spread things out a lot more to have a bit more of a gap, because if we want sugar in the future, we need a barn with sugar in, and feeding directly from that means that demand's going to be very weird. I should have had all of these going into barns and then the barns feeding the kitchen. That's what I should have done. But this is very compact and working. You could make this even smaller with this forester. You could bring that in. And also, I haven't used this line here at all, so the road can go down there if it wants to, and it can go off that way if we need to. So that works. So let's put down some grain, because I know I have plenty of that. I'll pause the game again. The entire top row for grain. I don't think I need to use this entire bottom row for sugar. We don't require as much sugar as we do grain, so maybe only a small section will become sugar. I think, yeah, a very small section is going to become sugar. Something like that. It's only going to be 5, 10, 15 tiles of sugar, and you instead have it doesn't tell me how many grain it has. It's got that many grain, and that many is an exact figure of amounts. It is. We need 2. There we go. Right, and it is going to take priority and feed the grain mill first. Is ideal. I'm going to throw 10 people into this because be impressed that's growing as quickly as it is. Not growing, going as quickly as it is. I really thought with 10 people you overfill. Oh, you do. There we go. Oh, they have 20. But, oh, yes, of course they do. 20, not 10. So there we go. So you're going to get the offshoot, which means you're going to go much slower. Then you only need 2 to produce animal feed. You also need water. Water is... oh, well, we can put that in... I think that will work with a grabber. Yes, it will. Okay, there we go. You're producing milk. Awesome. You seem to be producing milk at about the right pace for the water coming out of the conveyor. Well, sorry. Which means you'll fill up on water and then run out of feed. Oh, and I've made a mistake. Straight away, we have made a mistake. That's going to output its butter. Yes, of course it is. Didn't think about that, did I? Nope. So this needs to be on a... does it need to be on a grabber, or do I just rotate that? I'm going to just rotate the kitchen around. Like so. No, I can leave the kitchen that way because we have put a grabber there anyway. I'll put a grabber down and we will filter the grabber to be only apple pies. Okay. And can't build on uneven terrain. So we're going to need a... one of those? Oops. 2 of those? Ah, there we go. Right. There we go. That will of course take butter back into itself because it's butter. Okie dokie. So there we go. You are producing butter and that's doing alright. We could have a little input output silo on the side for the butter. So it's always got a high storage of butter. Because everything else is going to be kind of high storage, I suppose. Eventually this is going to end up with more milk in it than this can store. We're just waiting on sugar. Kind of waiting for this to catch up to see what happens with it because I'm worried. It's not, that grain mill is not running fast enough to keep up with this. Excuse me. You need to be running at you're 150, you're 150. You need to be running at 300 speed, which you can't do. But you can get to the point where you're actually not able to output fast enough because of how conveyor belts work. Which makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, it's going to make sense that you can't output fast enough. I mean, I could have slimmed this up, I could have just had 2 there with a grabber, but I don't know if that would go any faster. I think it will actually. I think it would. Got that. think that is actually going to be outputting faster doing it that way than doing it with where I had it. So we're putting a grabber there. He says, I'm not entirely sure whether that is faster or not. I don't know. Okay, you're full up, you're backed up, you're going to get backed up soon. That's fine. I'm just concerned that that's going to be our weak link. This can't produce grain fast enough, or it's not even getting the grain fast enough now, to be honest with you. It's kind of stagnated a little bit. But we can figure this out, because if it can't output fast enough, we'll just upgrade it to metal conveyors. Anyway, we should have enough sugar now. If I can click on that barn from all the way over here. Workers. Oh, there we go, loads of it. That's fantastic. So let's put in our sugar. Pause the game. No, don't pause the game. Okay, and that'll grow in lovely big troves of lines. That'll be awesome. I don't think we're going to struggle with anything not growing in time. Again, I think plant growth speed is a little fast. I think grain especially, I think, is a little fast. It should be toned down. We might suffer with sugar not growing fast enough. Sugar doesn't seem to grow very fast at all, so we may need a much larger field of sugar. I'm pretty much sure we will need a much larger field. This does not grow fast at all, so let's preempt that straight away. Oh no, do a font. I want a sugar. 2 and no. We are gonna need more sugar than is actually being produced, because that's growing very slowly. This is where it comes into the whole, I suppose, fertilizing stuff. I could figure that out. I'm sure I could figure out how to get the fertilizer back to there. Probably a way. That is quite an easy way, actually. I came off here, higher level, and then put it in the side there. I suppose that would be doable, because we don't need to worry about fertilizer for this as such. This is the little issue that I was worried about here. Our butter input is not very high, so there's going to be a little bit of an upset there. This is where everything should have had a buffer. It's a silo I should have put down. Can't really fix that now. Not without majorly changing some things up. Okay, so why is that not outputting sugar? Can sugar not go onto chutes? That would be annoying. That would be annoying per se, but it would be sugar. Oh, there. Yes, sugar can't go onto belts. No, it can't go onto chutes. Okay, fair enough. Fine. So, right, if I go 1, 2, if we go 1, 2, 3, can't do 3. Then I want to have to grab. Oh no, I am gonna. No, I'm not. I need to grab a one of those. Otherwise, it looks really. Yeah, no, we could do it. What am I doing? Hang on. What am I doing? Need a scaffold block, because when you put down chutes, they always build scaffold blocks. So we need to do that. There we go. And we put that in there, and I'll put 1 in there for good measure. Yep, that'll do. Okay, pause again, and we're going to put in a grabber there, and that grabber is going to be set to fertilizer. Is can output to there, and then you'll get apply fertilizer, which will probably apply it to the corn as well. Yeah, probably. But do you know what? I'm not all that fussed about that. I think that's going to be okay. We've got our first sugar cane down, so you're not inputting. That's too high. That's too high. Okie dokie. Can we put? Damn it. We need a scaffold ramp there, and then a scaffold block to go there. There we go. We can post it into the window. Okie dokie. And then they're going to get fertilised, which helps with growth speed. Not really sure what it's fertilising, but doing it from back forward, which is fine. The corn, as I said, doesn't really need to be fertilised at all, and I don't actually think the sugar did need to either. It does appear as if we're not using anywhere near the amount of sugar I thought we were. We're struggling on. We don't appear to be struggling at anything. The issue is that actual apple pies take 10 seconds to cook. So we are down on this here. This is the bit that I was kind of worried about. We're just not producing enough grain. When it splits it between the three people, it's just not doing enough. But then I suppose it drops down in grain and then picks up again, and this will be reliant on the grain. So I still got plenty of milk in there. Milk's kind of full there. Butter's doing okay. I do want to put in a little backwards forwards thing here. I think sounds a little strange. Yeah, I think I want to put in a silo there with a conveyor, because butter definitely can't be transported on chutes. And we're going to set this to butter, and then we're going to pause the game again, and I pause the game because obviously grabbers will grab everything because they're on an on state when you put them down, and it will just grab all sorts of stuff out of here. It's not what we want. Butter, and then pause, and you will output your butter from there into the silo, and then from the silo you'll put it back into the place. But the grabber cannot grab from the internal storage, so it'll never grab any of these. So as we get milk into us, which will be coming soon, there, and obviously milk is going slowly, it's going. We have 25 apple pies already, that's pretty good. Yeah, so we're getting the milk coming in, it's producing the butter's going out to the silo and come back in again. That means we'll have a excess of butter, which is good. I think that's very good. I think there's also something else I need to suggest about the grain mill. I know it's a grain mill produces animal feed, but you can make animal feed from other things as well. I mean, cows, yeah, they kind of eat hay and stuff like that, but pigs, for instance, or we have pigs. What do we have? We have chickens, but beef for cows, leather I suppose is cows as well, isn't it? I don't know, so we're just dealing with cows, so maybe not. I'll say pigs and things like that will eat apples, so animal feed could be fruits as well. You could have apples and pears go into there to produce if you want to. Just, you know, multiple things. You could have a kitchen could have a whole, hey, I can produce animal feed by chopping up apples and stuff. I don't remember cows eating apples. Probably do. Or think, do cows eat apples? I would guess cows eat apples. I don't think it's part of their normal diet. So Anyway, I'm going right off on one there. That's not really the point of this. So our actual drawback is that we are not producing enough grain for the grain mills. That's the problem. You've got enough. You're okay. So you're okay, but you've not got enough. You're struggling completely. I'm not sure how long fertilizer. Quite a while by the looks of it. So maybe once we get all of it everywhere fertilized up, this can go back to being just dedicated to grain. And I mean, we don't need more grain fields here, really. I suppose what I should have done really was have multiple farms. I should have had one farm for producing have a temptation to change this up. I have a big temptation to change this up. I'm going to change this up, and we're going to painting because it's finding out the ratio thing. So it turns out that sugar is not a problem. Sugar does not have an issue at all. It is producing grain. So to produce grain, we need to change this up a little bit. I am going to do a bit of terraforming here as well. So I'm going to get rid of that sugar, and we're going to get rid of those. And we're going to get rid of all of those. And we're going to get rid of all of those. Okay. And we're going to get rid of the farm. Goodbye. A little bit of terraforming. Going to flatten that out to there. Flatten that one out to there. Okie dokie. And I'm probably going to desperately regret this. We're also going to get rid of all that sugar there and all that sugar there and just have 9 sugar spaces. And I want to flatten that corner out there as well. Like so. Just so I can square it off, and then it all kind of looks, yeah, it's all even. And we're going to put in 2 farms instead. So let's go to a farm. We're going to put one in there. Doesn't matter which way I face them, to be honest with you. So one in there, and we're going to do one in there. Okay. And you're both going to be grabbing whatever you can grab. We are going to grab corn and put the corn down here. Really, I should put in another row there, which I think that was what I did originally, leveling, taking that corner on, and then didn't put it back, but that's fine. And I suppose I could put in, do that. I'm going to leave the center one for the minute because we're going to put in, yeah, we're going to extend this out here. Then we're going to put in corn there. Grain, I say corn, it's grain. Okie dokie. And that will do. That will do. Going to have a grabber. Am I? I have to have 2 grabbers, I think, here. One there, one. Both going to have to be set to sugar. Sugar. And well, I could just have one farm producing this sugar. I think I will. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have you grab the sugar, and you are going to go no sugar and no water. Okay. Yep, and you are going to be sugar grain, but you're not going to apply water or fertilizer. Because this farm is going to be responsible only for grabbing corn and fertilizing stuff. So if we go up 2 there, that's high enough. I need to go up 3. No, I don't. I need to go up. Yes, I need to go up 3, but I need to do it like all the way along, which is not going to work. So I'm going to have to put in a scaffold block on top. There we go, and do a line there, do a line, and then run all the way down. So hopefully that's going to be the correct height this time, and that can be fertilizer now. So and go. Okie dokie. Right. So we have this farm. This farm is only grabbing the grain and the sugar. I will output the grain and the sugar onto bits and pieces here, and that will go. And I'm going to speed it up because we're going to have to speed up both these farms because they need things. You are only grabbing grain, so you're purely feeding the grain mill for the pasture, and you are feeding the pasture and the sugar for the kitchen. Because our issue was we're running out of milk. But to even things up a little bit, this one here is also going to have to apply fertilizer as and when it gets the fertilizer, and it will cover not every field. So these ones down the side here won't get fertilizer, but it will cover the sugar and other ones, because this can obviously grab everything apart from these 2 lines down here. So it doesn't cover everything, but it's better. And this one's going to obviously have to spend a lot of time doing nothing because it's just going to struggle to do nothing. This one's going to spend a lot of time grabbing grain and struggling to keep up with demand from that. So I think that kind of works. I think that works, and that's going to keep up this here. And we are currently on a net gain for everything. I think that's fine. Probably turn these down a bit. What I could definitely do as well is turn down this here, because I think you're full. So you can go back down to just 1 worker. The buffer on that comes when I start building these sort of scaffolding things that I do, these pillars. They just munch on your wood, because they're sort of 2 wood ago, and you put down, like I put down 3 high, so that's 6 wood for every 1. I imagine how much the bridges are costing for that. That's why that struggles to keep up sometimes, but other than that I think this works. So you can be go down to 5. Suppose probably going to be enough. You're going to stay at 10. You run out of things to fertilize, sorry. So that's fine. Fertilize will help crops grow a little bit faster. Not that they need to, so we're not struggling for it, but it doesn't matter. You're producing enough into that. You're producing enough. The issue to this is that you're not outputting fast enough, so I think this is going to be a case for our first metal conveyors. I thought the first metal conveyors were actually going to be onto here to get the iron out of this fast enough to feed our forges, but it looks as if this is, because we're not doing anything with it, is just dead there. So, time for metal upgrade, and it's going to be on animal feed. Who would have guessed it? Boom. There we go. Okie dokie. So you're now actually outputting faster than you're producing, which is excellent. Just what I want to see. You're only on 1 worker. You're happy. You're fine. You're not struggling for that at all. Butter's doing really well. 25 excess butter. This is actually full on milk. This is full on milk, so we probably were doing okay anyway for the milk. But It's just nice to have everything stacked up a little bit, I suppose. There we go, that's kind of filling up there. Obviously, if I put more people into the kitchen, this whole system would probably grind to a bit of a halt. Let's test that, shall we? Let's throw 5 people into our kitchen and see whether this system can keep up. So, let me just have a count of how many actual citizens we are using here. We've got 1 in the forester. We have 5 in there, 6. We have 10 in there, that's 16. We have 1 in there, 17. We have 5 in there, that's 23. We have 1 in there, 24. Sorry, that's 22, so that's 23. Sorry, I'm adding this one there. 23, and then that one there is another 5, which makes 27. 28. Wow. Maths. 28 people. So 28 people to produce apple pies. And they are not being produced very quickly at all. But I think we are at the stage where we're probably actually, I think we are. We're grabbing more than we're producing. Which is, flour's just struggling a little tiny bit. Yeah, you're now out of flour, so you're not actually producing fast enough for that. You're not producing the corn fast enough. So we've got 28 people, did I say? So let's go 29 and then 30. So that's a 30-person operation for producing apple pies. Okie dokie. Right. So now what we need to do is transport the apple pies over, which is easier said than done. Something else I didn't do as well is I didn't do the arches underneath here, which I said I was going to do. I will definitely get to that. I don't know if I'll show it on screen or not. If you want to see me just building arches, but we'll see. I'll do it between episodes, or I'll do it next episode. I'm not sure. Yeah. So let's build our stone wall. So we said that was going to be the center, wasn't it? And that was going to be the height that it was at. So it's going to be there. Oh yeah, you can't drag stone wall. Nope. So we need to do. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, come on. Come on. Be nice. There we go. Oh, why is that? Oh yes, because that's all an awkward height there. We do have an issue of this line here being right in the way. Not really sure how to deal with that right now. Right, that storage bin is empty, which means these 2 wagons are not needed. I could have probably kept them. They could probably been of use when grabbing apple pies. This will be cart based to start with, so I need to figure out a way to get that mined either going over or under the road. I just had this weird idea of trying to make that go under the road. Let's is that even possible? Is that even something that is doable? I'm going to flatten the terrain out here. Let's remove more of this. Okay, I'm going to flatten the terrain out here, like so, up to about there. And we've got our barn there that's just recessed down a bit. And if I flatten this out like so, and then bring the road in there, the road's got to be 5 wide, but it's not 5 wide, it's 3 wide with those. So, okay, and you want us to come along and connect to this here. Now, if we want to go under, we need to go into our tools, and we want to go terrain block down, don't we? So it wants to be here. 1, 2, 3. Is that gonna be correct? It is if that should be. I'm not entirely sure. Terrain block down. I want to go 1. Yeah, what I'm doing now. Something like that, and then we want to go actually terrain block up, maybe, because this is our road, so our road's going to have to be like so, with something like that. That's doable. That's doable. It looks a little odd, but it is doable. And not only is it doable, I think that's there. See, that's 3 blocks down. If we went 2 blocks down, put a silo in there and do the silo hop into the barn. But then I just realised I could move that barn because we're going to extend the road to here. The barn could sit right there on the end of the mine. It does lose a little bit in the mine of the actual mine stuff, but we're not worried about it. And then, yeah, we could do that. We could move that barn to being right being there. So, I kind of want to go underground first with it though. I want to give this a try. So let's actually go back to our tools. Terrain block up. Move this up by 1, and then we to flatten that off. I'm gonna have to move those off like so. Boom. Right. And then I think I want to go terrain block up there, like that. Okay. And if we put that back in, you can still see under that. So I think chutes will still go under there. Let's that. Yep, chutes are still going under there. And oh, I don't know if they're going to get blocked or not though. That might be an issue. But then let's find out. Let's do that. No, they get blocked. Okay. However, there's no reason we have to use the stone wall there. We could use the stone bridge, which does look different, is a bit offset, but has that whole arch thing underneath it. It's not as bad. So if I was to then grab the stone pillar and remove the centre one, the stone pillar, see what I'm doing here, on there, and there, and put that back in on top. Then when you look at it, it looks as if it's supported. There we go. We have water underneath there. Okay, we can put in our, let's see whether they travel through. Let's pause that. Yes, they do. They travel through. Awesome sauce. We can put in a silo. Like so. And we could very simply do the whole 1, 2, 3, and that. In fact, we could even do a chute here if we wanted to. No reason why not. There we go. That silo is just bringing that back up there, and we have a little trench. We have a little trench going under a road, which is awesome. We can't afford to build that anymore because we run out of stone brick, which means none of this is working because this has been turned off for a very long time. I had not realised. So stone, there we go. You're going to come stone, you are going to grab from there, and you're going to grab from there, and anything else that's ever required stone brick is going to completely run out of stone brick. Yes, it has. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, I kind of wish I had stone fences now for the edge of this here instead of using this stone wall here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that there. Put in this here. I want at least 2 for the temporary bridge. Too thick. And right. Not that's going to actually work properly yet, but anyway. And then we're going to put in some workers. We're going to put in a wagon. I think just the one wagon for the moment. And you are going to grab apple pies, and you're going to deliver them to our speciality goods, which is there. And that's almost going to work for getting us purple coins. There's one little thing we need to do first. I want to double check. We have loads of cloth, which is good. So let's first watch this actually, see if this works. I suppose I should really do that. Down. No, can't afford it. Okay, well we have one. There we go. Right, so you delivered to the specialty goods. You have 4 apple pies in you. You can't sell them apple pies because no one wants to buy them yet. We need to upgrade the houses. I'm not sure I want to upgrade all the houses. They cost 5, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30, 60. That's 120 cloth. We have 150. We have the cloth to do it. Why not? Why not? Let's upgrade everything. I'll pause the game and we upgrade everything. Yep, we'll go the whole hog. We'll do every single house at once. And the next one actually requires reinforced planks, which is something else we need to be making soon. So anyway, level 4, level 4, level 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, all 4s. They're all 4s. They're all 4s. Okay, what do we need to upgrade the base next? Oh, we actually need mana. So, like, I'll unpause that, and there we go. We have got a confusing amount of crystals. Hold on. So we sold apple pie for 6 purple crystals. Sold 4 of them. But 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, it went to 19 purple. You use okay. Right, so that grabbed one instantly. Okay, yep, there we go. And that's only taking 5 seconds to produce anything. Well, less than 5 seconds because it's just going to. So our purple coin production is not going to be keeping up for the moment. You are doing that weird. I'm going to go around the world to get to the moon. Yep. Okay, that's fine. I don't think our apple pie production is going to keep up. But then I don't think it's going to struggle so much, not with 1 cart per minute. It will probably struggle once we add the trains to it, but we'll get there later. Because right now, what I'm going to do is, well, I'm not going to build the under bits here because we have no stone. Stone is a bit of a problem. Struggling for stone. We're struggling for stone because someone's being really greedy over here. Who's being greedy for stone? Oh, I think everyone's being greedy for stone. Yeah, everyone's being greedy for stone. Okie dokie. I have realised as well, I don't really need to keep wheels. Don't seem to be using that many wagons. We've got loads of wheels in there, so maybe it's okay. I do need to move some things around as well. We've got loads of iron plates in here, which I probably want to take somewhere else. And we've got loads of fertilizer and 1 animal feed. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I might filter out a few things from here between episodes. I'm going to leave it sort of running, and we'll see if I can get my stone production going and get this research done. I think this is going to take quite a while. So yeah, if I get the stone going, I shall build the arches. If we don't, then we'll have to wait until a later date for that, because I can't do anything more with it. So yeah, you're done. You're done. You are completely done. Okie dokie. And if I wanted to have gears on this, I might have a look into doing it to all the buildings that I'm using input output on, like this one here, with gears. I might put in a silo system, just to have like the gears stored off somewhere. It's a shame the silos can't be used as storage. But then there's no reason why I couldn't stack a barn on top of a barn and have it do it that way. That would look very strange. But I don't think I'll do that. This is the only high barn I've got because I wanted iron plate storage. Because I think I use them for building stuff. Yeah, for minecarts. But then we need other stuff. So anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. I will leave this running. We will get things going to do with bits and pieces, and I will see you next time. So we are successfully getting purple coins, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm quite happy with this. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.